If you feel like your home is constantly cluttered no matter how much you clean and organize, the problem probably isn't how much stuff you have. It's that you're only using the obvious storage spots. Today, I'm going to show you how to create hidden storage in virtually every room of your house, using spaces you're already walking past every single day. These are real, practical projects. Most of them cost under $50, take a weekend afternoon or less, and require nothing more than basic tools you probably already own. Skill level is beginner to intermediate, so even if you've never tackled a home project before, you can pull these off. Let's start in the entryway, because this is the room that sets the tone for your whole house, and it's usually the first place clutter piles up. The #1 hidden storage hack here is a hollow storage bench. You can buy one ready-made for around $60 to $100, or build a simple box from plywood for half that. The bench sits right by the door, looks like a normal piece of furniture, and the hinged top opens to hold shoes, bags, seasonal gear, and anything else that ends up dumped at the front door. If you go the DIY route, cut 2 side panels, a front and back panel, and a top from 3/4-inch plywood. Glue and nail them together, add a piano hinge on the lid, and finish with paint or stain. The whole build takes about 3 hours. One tip that makes a huge difference: add a soft close lid support hinge. They cost about $8, and they prevent the lid from slamming on fingers, especially if you have kids. Small detail, big payoff. Now let's move into the living room. Most people have a coffee table sitting in the middle of the room doing almost nothing. Swap it out for an ottoman with interior storage, or if you want to keep your existing coffee table, add a lower shelf underneath using simple L brackets and a piece of plywood, or a cut piece of butcher block. That shelf can hold baskets, magazines, remote controls, or anything else that usually ends up scattered around the room. An underused spot in the living room is the wall space above your baseboards. You can install a thin floating shelf, just 4 to 6 inches deep along an entire wall at about ankle height behind a sofa or chair. Nobody sees it, but it holds books, games, cords, or seasonal decorations. Use a stud finder, hit the studs with 3-inch screws, and you're done. Cost is under $30 for an 8-foot span. The kitchen is next, and honestly, this room has the most hidden storage potential of any room in the house. Start inside your cabinet doors. The inside face of most cabinet doors is completely empty. Adhesive or screw-mounted racks can hold spices, cleaning supplies, foil and wrap boxes, or cutting boards. These racks run $5 to $15 each and attach in about 10 minutes. Next, look at the toe kick, which is that recessed strip at the bottom of your base cabinets. Most toe kicks are just a cosmetic panel covering dead space. You can remove them, build shallow pull-out drawers behind them, and reinstall the kick as a drawer face. These toe kick drawers are perfect for baking sheets, platters, or anything flat and awkward. This is a slightly more involved project, maybe 3 to 4 hours and about $40 in hardware and lumber, but the payoff in kitchen space is enormous. Don't overlook the space above your refrigerator either. A simple floating shelf up there holds rarely used appliances, cookbooks, or wine. Since it's above eye level, it stays out of the visual clutter zone. Moving into the bedroom, the biggest untapped storage in most bedrooms is under the bed. And I don't mean just sliding bins under there. I mean actually raising the bed on platform risers, which cost about $20 for a set of 4, and adding rolling storage drawers or vacuum storage bags underneath. You can comfortably store off-season clothing, extra bedding, and shoes without any of it being visible from the room. For the closet, if you have a standard rod and shelf setup, you're leaving a lot of space on the table. Add a second rod below the first for shirts and jackets. Install shoe racks on the inside of the closet door and use the top shelf for labeled bins. None of this is visible with the closet door closed, which is the whole point. One more bedroom trick: a bookshelf headboard. Instead of a standard headboard, build or buy a headboard unit with shelving and small cabinets on either side. It replaces your nightstands, holds your books, phone charger, and bedside items, and creates a custom built-in look for a few $100s and a weekend. Now, the bathroom. This is usually the smallest room in the house, so hidden storage matters more here than anywhere. The inside of the cabinet door under the sink is prime real estate. Mount a tension rod inside the cabinet and hang spray bottles from it. That frees up the floor of the cabinet for larger items. A second tension rod can hold hair tools or small baskets. If you have a recessed medicine cabinet, you already know about that one. But if your bathroom has a standard vanity mirror, consider replacing it with a mirror medicine cabinet. They're available at any hardware store for $40 to $80. Installation is about an hour, and you go from zero storage behind the mirror to a full cabinet. Finally, look at any unused wall space between the wall studs.
Standard wall studs are 3.5 inches deep and 16 inches apart. You can cut an opening between two studs in a non-load-bearing wall, frame it out, add a small door or a framed mirror, and you've created a recessed niche that holds toiletries, first aid supplies, or towels without taking up a single inch of floor or counter space. This project takes about half a day, costs around $50, and the result looks intentional and custom. Let's do a quick recap of everything we covered.
In the entryway, a hollow storage bench at the door. In the living room, an under-sofa shelf and a low floating wall shelf. In the kitchen, cabinet door organizers and toe-kick drawers. In the bedroom, raised bed storage and a headboard with built-in shelving. And in the bathroom, cabinet door tension rod systems, a mirror medicine cabinet swap, and a recessed in-wall niche. All of these projects are doable on a weekend. Most cost under $50, and none of them require tearing apart your house to get done. The key mindset shift is to stop thinking about storage as furniture you buy and start thinking about it as space you reveal. It's already there. You just have to know where to look. If this gave you ideas for your own home, hit subscribe because we put out a new home improvement guide every single week. And if you have a specific room or storage problem you want us to tackle next, drop it in the comments below. We read every one.